How I feel? Blessed. What I want?
I love the way she rockin' it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
This your man George, Southeast. I just finished watching the Commanders preseason game, and man, I can't even lie to you, man. I really like what we doing with Jayden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I like how we matriculated down the field. Nice little even pass to run ratio. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling really good. And then beyond that, you know what I'm saying? The defense looking still a little sloppy, easy to run on. You know what I'm saying? And Manuel Force, man, that man is God.
Follow me on Twitch at ChewyIRL, as that's where I will be live streaming the games anytime the Washington Commanders play. I streamed the game yesterday versus the New York Jets, and I know some people probably was like, Juan, where are you at? I'm over on Twitch. So go ahead and give me a follow. And then secondly, join the Discord server, as I finally got one up and running, and we already got a couple people in here. It's going to be a place where you can have fun and be your authentic self. Enjoy the rest of the video. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We enter the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, we're going to be reacting to Jayden Daniels' first press conference after his first NFL game. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Call into the Command Extra post-game show, as that is now returning for Season 2. It's where you call in and have your voice heard after the game that we just finished watching. It's already a lot of callers from the Jets preseason game yesterday, so go ahead and jump in while you can. Numbers on your screen. First episode of Season 2 airing tomorrow. Let's hear from QB1.
Sure.
No, it's just one drive, but does it going that well, does it kind of give you confidence moving forward?
Yeah, I feel like it just gives everybody confidence moving forward. Obviously, not just me, but be able to connect with Diami down the field. You know, I know that gave him confidence. He made a tough catch later on the curl route from Jeff. But just seeing the little steps that we need to execute at a high level.
Did you realize?
Why did you want to wear Duck's jersey today?
I don't know. Before I left, it just was in my closet. Like, hey, what better way to, you know, to have my debut first game and represent Doug and what he did for this organization.
Did you realize?
That jump clean too. You hear me?
Your teammates?
Yeah, I did. Hey.
Hey, come on, media team. Come on. Y'all, that ain't me, y'all. That is not me skipping and jumping and all. No, that's not me. That's the media team. Come on, man.
Just having things happen, man.
Was the speed out there noticeably different?
Nah, but, you know, it's just fun to go out there and just play football.
And that pocket you had on the deep shots of Diami, what'd you think of them?
Did their job.
You gave a big smile to the sideline after.
I for sure did.
Message to the side, or was it?
It was because they knew it was like going out there and really just having fun. They knew I kind of talked about like jokingly, like I might just happen.
What did it mean to be able to get that first touchdown ball to your mom?
It was awesome. Obviously she's very excited, and I was happy just to, you know, be able to get my first touchdown and just throw it to her. So I know she's happy. I got to fight her to get the ball back now, but yeah, I know she's excited.
Do you think you'll have nerves before the first regular season game, or is it every preseason, regular season game kind of the same to you?
Every game, man. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I can't explain how I would feel before the first regular season game. Couldn't explain how I felt before the game.
During the joint practice, you talked about Aaron Rodgers. What did he say to you? Any advice or anything?
Man, don't ride the wave. Obviously, he's been in this league. He played at a high level for many years. Kind of just say, you know, things, you're going to have ups and downs your rookie year, man. Don't ride the wave, and, you know, just stay the course and everything will work out.
All right, thank you, Jayden.
Thank you.
Man, so that was QB1 Jayden Daniels, and he said a couple things that was interesting to me. Two things in specifically. where he said the game really isn't too fast for him. You know, JP Finley, I believe that was, asked him, was the game noticeably different from the college level and the NFL level? And he said no. I mean, and then you can see it, right? You can see that he was looking comfortable in that pocket. He did airmail a first throw versus Austin Eckler, but I mean, that happens. But, you know, typically when a rookie quarterback comes into the league, you can tell that the game is too fast for them. They need to slow it down because they are used to college. They need to get used to the pros. So that's sometimes why they struggle in their rookie year, or some even sit their rookie year and watch from the sideline. But Jayden Daniels said no, like, it's not too fast for me. We're good. I'm ready to rock and roll. And you can see that. Like, the deep ball to De'Ami Brown, beautiful ball. The ability to change at the LOS line of scrimmage. Austin Eckler spoke to that yesterday, that the reason that ball was good, or the reason why that play happened, is because Jayden Daniels decided to change the play at the line of scrimmage. And, again, that's a veteran move already in your first preseason game at that. If it was regular season and he did something like that, it would still blow me away. But it's like, all right, it's regular season. Like, it's season, no time for error. But, like, to do that in the preseason kind of shows me, like, yeah, this guy is mature. He's ready. And a lot of people around the league believe that. It's not just Washington Commanders fans. Sauce Gardner, one of the best corners, if not the best corner in football, said, oh, yeah, he's going to be nice, right? They were going back and forth in joint practice. Robert Saleh had a lot of good things to say about this staff and Jayden Daniels. So we're in good hands, fellas. We're in good hands, and ladies out there of the Washington Commanders Nation. We're in good hands, and I'm super excited. It was just one little teaser drive. I do want to see more from him because, dog, it was fun to watch during that drive. Now, let's go ahead and go back and take a look at Dan Quinn's press conference.
Different from college, and so I asked him on the plane ride home tonight to make some notes down. What would you change, and anything that we would need to tweak going into Miami? And so that's your first lap. How did I warm up? What did I do? You know, what did all that look like going into the game? And so I think that was an important process for he and for all, you know, the first-time guys to go. But I thought he had a really good, first part of it.
To have Jayden check into that big play, I mean, how encouraging is that to see a guy come out just have no fear?
It's an interesting question, checking into it. I thought of Top Gun. Do I have permission to buzz the tower? No, Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. And so I think on that one he wanted to ask for forgiveness and not permission, and then throw, an absolute dime, over the top to De'Ami to go. So it was a really cool play. I think it probably illustrates for him the awareness and checks and things that go into it. So, he did not ask for permission, so he went ahead and buzzed the tower anyway. So it was a really cool play.
And when he completes that pass, he looks to the sideline with this big grin. Part of his makeup is the enjoyment he has playing the game. That's got to rub off on everybody.
It does, and I think you've probably seen he and his teammates interact, during the time here, and so they all have real belief and trust in him as well. So yeah, it is a cool thing to see, and he was smiling back at us. He knew, he went off script, and can I go back in? And the answer was no. So.
Same thing on the touchdown play. The result ended up good. Were you happy with the process there?
Yeah, that process I was okay with. Yeah, where there's no, full disclosure, where there's no one there, you're allowed to run. Yeah. No.
Good.
All right, fastest of all time. I like where you're at. All right, have a good night.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about that, right? Like, I get it, right? He went off script. He wasn't supposed to really do that. But that's where, and I think this happens over time, the more they work together as, like, years go on and the more he gets better. That's where you know you got a gem, right? Not to compare Jayden Daniels and Patrick Mahomes because they're two different players. Patrick Mahomes is on path to be one of the, if not the greatest quarterback of all time. But do you think Andy Reid is upset when Patrick Mahomes goes off script or change the play at the line of scrimmage? No, because 9 times out of 10, he saw something that he liked and the play worked. So I get it. He probably wasn't supposed to do that, but look at how the play worked out for him. He grinned it over the sideline because he knew he went off script. I get it, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, but I definitely want to see him do more of that, right? And not to jump the gun, not to say this is what they're doing, because they're not, but remember last year with Sam Howell, his ability to escape the pocket and keep his eyes downfield and make plays happen on the run. They kept trying to tell him, beat into his head, don't hold on to the ball, don't hold on to the ball, don't hold on to the ball. Then after a while, he's like, okay, I'm not going to hold on to the ball. So that's when sacks start to add up. That's where he missing open receivers, stuff like that. So I don't want them to kind of beat into his head to stay on script all the time, stay on script all the time, stay on script all the time, because it's football. Things tend to happen on the fly that wasn't according to plan, that wasn't, according to script. So I don't agree with that, but I understand where he's coming from. Maybe it's because it's just preseason and he's like, all right, we got these 4, 5, 6, 4 to 10 plays scripted out for this drive that I want to see you work. And he was like, all right, and then he went in there and just changed the whole play up because he wanted to see the matchup with Diami Brown. Maybe that is what he did. And it's just preseason. But if that's me as a coach, yeah, you went off script, but I would be proud of you and happy to see that you did that, because most young quarterbacks wouldn't even have the balls to, 1, make that throw, and 2, they wouldn't have the balls to change the play at the line of scrimmage because they probably wouldn't have recognized it. I'll give a huge shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video, as you guys can get $20 off your first purchase to any live event by punching in promo code JGTS on SeatGeek. And let's say you already bought your tickets, well, you can go ahead and get parking $20 off. All right, call into the Command Extra post-game show. Tomorrow is when the video is going to air for Season 2, Episode 1. We already got some callers calling in, so you don't want to miss it. Be a part of this weekly as we recap the games through your guys' and girls' voice. So call into the number to be a part of Season 2, Episode 1 of Command Extra post-game show.